Stranger Ranger is about as basic a Power Rangers episode as you can get. What I mean by that is, it is an episode that has a lot of action, but not very much in the story department. And that's unfortunate to me, given that the last episode was so great at doing both. This time we don't focus on any real member of the team, instead we focus on a character named Jordan, who has been bragging to everyone at Ernie's saying that he's the Red Ranger. While at Ernie's, Emma asks Troy if he's going to do anything, and he responds by taking out the recycling. Troy thinks back to his first meeting with Creepox and takes empty plastic bottles into the forest to train in an effort to fight without sight and improve his awareness. Meanwhile, in space, Creepox is fed up with Rox's strategic conquering plans and says that all the aliens really need to do to rule Earth is to use brute force. As such, he decides to send down a creature called Dragonblade to attack the city. Gosei informs the Rangers of the attack, but before they leave, they see that Jordan plans to fight the monster in an attempt to save his reputation. Jordan meets up with Dragonblade alone and is about to be destroyed before the Rangers arrive to help him. Troy gets Jordan out of harm's way while the other Rangers fight but are having trouble since Dragonblade moves too fast for them to see. However, once Troy rejoins the Rangers, he decides to test his awareness to sense where Dragonblade is and is able to strike him. Before the Rangers can continue their assault, Jordan returns to cheer them on, and Creepox takes the momentary distraction as an opportunity to attack the Rangers all at once. With Dragonblade still down, both aliens retreat and the Rangers berate Jordan for his recent stupidity, telling him to stay put while the Rangers follow Troy into the forest to train. The training goes well until all the Rangers sense that Jordan followed them, and the team decides to give him a training session to show him how being a Power Ranger is not a game. Jordan says the only reason he pretended to be a Power Ranger was so that people would look up to him, and the Rangers tell him that they know he is a good person and that the best way he can help his community is by being himself. At that moment, Dragonblade begins another attack on the city, and the Rangers once again tell Jordan to stay put while they head into battle. Once the Rangers arrive to fight Dragonblade, Troy is the first to strike, but his attack is blocked by Creepox. The others say that they'll handle Dragonblade and leave Jordan to fight one-on-one with Creepox. During the fight, Troy is clearly outmatched since Creepox continually knocks him through walls and tosses him around, the whole time chastising Troy for being a weak human. Creepox is about to deliver the killing blow before Troy is able to dodge the attack and strikes the creature down with his sword. Wounded, Creepox says this is not the last time the two will meet and retreats back to the spaceship. The other Rangers, meanwhile, use their own sensing technique to stop Dragonblade in his tracks, and Gosei informs the Rangers that they can use the Sea Brothers to strengthen their blasters. With their enhanced weapons, the Rangers are able to defeat Dragonblade and reunite with Troy, who is severely weakened after his fight with Creepox. Before the Rangers can rest, Dragonblade becomes giant, and the Rangers form the Megazord to take him on. However, Dragonblade is still able to move quickly, and with Troy weakened, the Megazord is unable to keep up with him. It is at that point that Gosei gives G and Jake new power cards to call on the Land Brother Megazords to form the Land Gosei Great Megazord, which can move fast enough to both catch and destroy the alien. Back at Ernie's, Jordan tells everyone that he is not a real Ranger, and while at first he is saddened that everyone distrusts him now, his mood does pick up when Troy tells him how proud the real Power Rangers must be for his honesty. And the episode ends with Jordan asking Troy if they have met before, to which Troy replies, "I don't think so." This episode isn't so much terrible as it is disappointing. Unlike Going Viral, which used an old character arc in a new and interesting way, Stranger Ranger feels very generic. Still, there's a lot to like here. For instance, the Rangers feel more like a team in this episode. Noah seems particularly strong as the second in command. I also like how the Rangers are shown as role models, and even go as far as training Jordan to demonstrate how serious they take their mission. Watching this episode also reminded me why I love the suit so much, and each Ranger seems to have a distinct alter ego whenever they are morphed. However, I think where this episode fails is with Troy. His fight with Creepox is clearly the highlight of the episode, and while he is given some characterization, I do think this episode needed to fully focus on him, or at the very least create an interesting parallel between him and Jordan. As is, the episode is still okay, but it could have been better.